Mortal Shell came out a week ago, and being a Souls-like game, it's somewhat difficult at times, especially for newer players, and the healing in the game isn't exactly fantastic. As well as there being multiple shells that players might want to try out, I figured in the meantime, while I'm working on my review for the game, I wanted to make a guide on how to farm some glimpses, tar, and weltcaps that I figured might help players that are struggling a little, that I found pretty useful in my run of the game. You want to start off in Fulgrim Tower and just run outside the door like you normally would going almost anywhere else in Fulgrim. You want to make sure that it's covered in fog. You need to have a gland for that, so you need to have beaten at least one of the bosses. Be careful of that guy, he gets in the way a lot, but this is where you pick up your first weltcap in the run. From here, you just run back out to kind of back where you start the game, fight the imps along the way. I personally use the Martyr's Blade and Eridim just because I like the kind of tanky, slow-paced damage. That's just my way of playing the game, but this would work realistically with any weaponed shell matchup. This is where you see your first Grisha. These are kind of the main part of the farming for glimpses and tar. Kind of weird thing where he didn't stagger there, but you know, indie developers, so it's the way it goes. Not a huge deal. It happens. Yeah, so this attack coming up right here, that's one you really want to look out for, because you want to try and stagger them as much as possible. That one's easy to dodge and get the 2 hits in with the Martyr's Blade, which I use. Just stagger them, hit them a few times, kind of rinse and repeat, just keep your distance. It's easy with the Martyr's Blade. Other weapons it works too, but it's just simple with the high poise damage. They're easy to parry for health back if you lose, so you don't really need to waste the weltcaps that you're trying to farm, and you build up enough resolve off the imps that it's not a huge issue. Yeah, after you kill them, they drop the glimpses. You get about 6 and 100 tar. I only get 7 here because I'm playing on New Game Plus while recording this. But on standard New Game it's 6 and a bit less tar, but yeah. Just run back up kind of to the same area. You get your second weltcap right here, back where you start the game. And then just I'm heading back up here just to show you that this one right by the start doesn't quite respawn yet. So I guess if you were to go a bit slower, it would be there, but it's usually just get it at the start of the run. You could also do the same and get the second one earlier in, but it's up to you. Head this way just towards where the Martyr's Crypt entrance is. Go over here, fight the second Grisha, same thing, use weapon abilities, whatever, parry if you need to heal or whatever. They're not super hard enemies, so not a big deal. And yeah, every run from them you'll get at least 12 glimpses and like 200 tar, but you also occasionally get some other glimpses and tar from the imps. Yeah, that guy's a bit annoying. He can drop on you sometimes. It's your third weltcap in the run. There's a tar spore there that you can get if you need, but I never really need them that much. Crawl through the hole here. Fight this next guy, then the fourth and final weltcap of the run right there, and then you just head back. But yeah, as I've said a few times, just doesn't really matter what shell weapon you're using. It's a pretty simple run. You get a guaranteed at least 6 glimpses, a few from the imps, maybe 2 happen sometimes, and you just run all the way back once you're done. Yeah, just rinse and repeat. You get a lot of glimpses, tar, and weltcaps that'll keep you going. Try out some new shells. Should hopefully make the game a little easier for you if you have a bit more healing, considering the healing in the game isn't perfect. Yeah, hope this helps. Thank you for watching.